What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Stevo here. Hope you're all having a good weekend so far. Mine's pretty good. Obviously still early days, so a lot could go wrong. Just thought I would bring you this latest video. Obviously with being a new channel, been looking for stuff to review and stuff to talk about. Obviously I don't want to bring you the same stuff every day and bring boring content and whatnot. So basically I've been looking through new shows, see what I can find, something that is going to interest more than just a certain audience really. And the show that I've come across, the pilot was last week. I'll put a link to the trailer in the video. The show is This Is Us. It's a new NBC show. It's from the writer of Crazy Stupid Love, Dan Fogelman. Obviously that was very popular. Didn't watch it myself, but I've heard very, very good things. Now this show is kind of a comedy drama. It's very, very well shot. It's cinematically crafted, really. It's very well shot. It could have been a film. It's a fantastic pilot. Excuse me. And you have to ask yourself, the pilot was that good. You have to kind of ask yourself, can a pilot be too good? I'll get straight into it. There was four storylines running through the episode really, and they kind of accumulated at the end to leave us a bit of a twist, definitely making me want to watch the next episode. I'll put a link to the trailer to the next episode, a link to the trailer of this pilot, and then you can see for yourself. But I love this show. It's not something that I would usually watch, but I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. It was the way it was shot and the stories that were told, all very different. But the way they were brought together and the personal relationships between the characters, I can see this being a very, very, very big show for NBC. And hopefully I can get it across to you and you'll understand why. And maybe you'll start watching it too. The start, on the screen, I'm just looking at it now because I didn't write it down. This is a fact. According to Wikipedia, the average human being shares their birthday with 18 million other citizens on this planet. There is no evidence that sharing the same birthday creates any type of behavioural link between those people. If there is, Wikipedia hasn't discovered it. That was the blurb on the screen at the start. Now we kick off. We've got Milo Ventimiglia, Mandy Moore, playing two characters called Jack and Rebecca. Now Rebecca is heavily, heavily pregnant with triplets. Jack it's his birthday. So they start off, she's giving him a bit of a striptease. We have a set of twins characters. We've got Kate, who is an overweight lady who wants to lose weight. She's a very funny character. Her twin brother Kevin, who is an actor, and he works on the popular sitcom Mr. Manny, which the scenes with him are kind of funny. They're played by Chrissy Metz and Justin Hartley respectively. Next storyline, we have Randall. He's a family man. We see a scene with him and his partner, and they're watching their daughters play soccer. One of his daughters is braiding another girl's hair. Randall is trying to find his roots. In the episode, he goes off to find his father that abandoned him at a fire station. It's a very, very good storyline. He's played by Sterling K. Brown. And all of these storylines were played beautifully. Obviously, Rebecca, who's pregnant with triplets, goes into labour and they go to the hospital. Gerald McCraney is playing Dr. K, who is a stand-in doctor to their usual one and who happens to have his appendix burst. But he plays a really good part. He's very, very, very loving, and he's stern but fair. He's 73 years old, and he comes across, I would want him as my doctor if I was in hospital, basically. The acting in this show is top notch. You can't fault any of the actors or actresses. They all play absolutely fantastic parts. Very, very believable. I can't think of one performance there that disappointed me. I think the way that it was shot and the way that all these storylines linked together was brilliant. I would definitely obviously be watching episode 2. Now what made this great in my opinion was the way that the storylines were brought together towards the end of the episode. Now obviously I've told you that we have Jack and Rebecca. Now Rebecca gives birth, and during childbirth one of her triplets passes away, unfortunately. And she is so distressed and in pain that the doctors have to knock her out and deliver the 2 babies. Now, obviously, Dr. K tells Jack that one of his babies has died, and Jack is having a lot of trouble processing this. He's played by Milo Ventimiglia, like I said. Fantastic performance. Dr. K explains to him that he lost a child when he was younger, and he must see it as he will have a 3rd child when he leaves the hospital, but he may not know it. Now, Randall's storyline, he goes looking for his father that left him on a fire station steps when he was a baby. His father was a junkie, an addict. He speaks to him. He goes there just to show off that he's had a brilliant life and tell his biological father to bog off. So Randall was adopted. Sterling K. Brown, again, another fantastic performance. Kate and Kevin, they're very close twins. Obviously, Kevin's the actor. He hates playing Mr. Manny, and he has a complete outburst on set and walks out and leaves his job. Kate falls off some scales and does her ankle in and decides to go to the American equivalent of Weight Watchers, I think. She meets a guy there and they go on a date. And as they go back to her house, Kevin comes over and they have a chat and they talk about their parents. And we go back to Jack and Rebecca, and Jack stood at the hospital looking at his 2 babies in their cribs, newborn. A guy comes and stands next to him and he goes, "Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Which ones are yours?" And Jack points out the twins. Jack asks the fireman which one's his. And the fireman says, "Oh, none, it's a son of a bitch. I've just found a baby on the fire step porch and we've brought him in. Obviously, they've dumped him." So, obviously, you watch this and you immediately think, wow, the scenes with Jack and Rebecca are all flashbacks. And Randall, Kate and Kevin, who we see their storylines in the future, are Jack and Rebecca's children. So, Dan Fogelman has mixed this whole show in together, mixed past and present, with literally no clue at all until the final scene where it pans out in the hospital that it's a 1970s hospital, basically. It's all set 30 years before. So you've got that twist. So we now know that Kate and Kevin and Randall are the big 3, as they're called. Jack and Rebecca, after losing one of their biological triplets, they adopt Randall. And obviously, with the season going on, we're going to obviously keep having these flashbacks mixed in with the modern day and see how all these people's lives progress. Now, I think that was a fantastic twist, but the way it was shot was brilliant. You would literally have no idea up until that final scene that Jack and Rebecca were 30 years previous, and Kate, Kevin and Randall's parents. It's the relationship element of this show is just brilliant. The way Fogelman's written it is just absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've got some notes here, and it's just given the series such room to grow. It's organically grow as well, not forced. None of the characters seem forced. None of the characters have any gripes with each other. They all seem quite content with their lives. But as everyone out there knows, in life you may seem like you have everything you want, but people naturally always want something more. I'm not sure, I don't know whether you out there feel the same, but people always seem to feel like there's something missing. They're always searching for more. And this show put that across beautifully. I really, really love this show. I'm really, really looking forward to episode 2. I can't wait to see where this goes. The show ends with Kate saying to Kevin, "There's no lemon so sour that you can't make something resembling lemonade." Now, this quote resonates with me. I have "If life gives you lemons, make lemonade" tattooed on my arm. So the way this show ended, it really resonated with me. And as a family man myself, I'm a very happy family man. I've got 2 beautiful daughters, a beautiful partner. This show it was just brilliant. The way that it all melded together, the relationships, and it left me wanting more. And these kind of comedy dramas that are family based, they don't really do a lot for me normally, but this show was absolutely fantastic, and I recommend that every single one of you watch The pilot, I will leave a link for the pilot, and episode 2, I'll leave a link for that. It's on the 27th of September, this coming week. I'm going to be reviewing every single episode. There won't be any theories or anything for this because I don't think it's that kind of show. I think we've had the twist. And I hope you look forward to it. I'm definitely going to review this whole series no matter how well these videos do, because I absolutely love this show. It's beautifully shot, it's beautifully written, and it's fantastically acted. This is Elliot Stevenson, El Stevo for short, signing out from This Is Us. I will see you in the next review. Peace.